Okay, I'm joined here by Luke Garrard before we take on Braintree Town here at Meadow Park tomorrow evening. Luke, before we touch on tomorrow evening's fixture, as always, any final reflections from last time out?
Listen, we done a good practice meeting yesterday because we've had the additional day prior to Braintree and went through a lot of the clips where we felt we were positive and dominant in a performance against Carlisle, and it comes down to them small spells in the second half where we need to be a little bit better in terms of our duels and our defensive display. But really proud of the group in terms of taking on information, implementing what was asked of them, and going to a side in Carlisle in front of just shy of 9,000 and having 60% possession of the football. It's just now for us to take this and confidence and belief into the game tomorrow evening.
And our last midweek game saw us pick up our first win of the season. We have a tough game in Braintree tomorrow. Do you and the lads see it as the perfect opportunity to, pick up the first win of the league campaign?
I said to the group, the performances in the last two in the league have been brilliant. I felt we were very good against Rochdale and matched a side that, like I say in my programme notes and interviews, that are going to be up there come the end of the season. They go and play an Altrincham side, just missed out on the playoffs, and beat them 2-1 in a derby on Saturday. We played a Carlisle side that, in my opinion, are going to be in the top 5 come the end of the year. So we need to marry up the performances now with a result, and that's a win. We need to get that first W on the board, and that's heavy in terms of our focus in the last 2 days and the session today in regards to taking the game to Braintree again, having the purpose that we've shown in the 2 previous league fixtures and delivering what we need to deliver on, and making sure that we nullify their strengths and really honing on where we feel we can hurt them and making sure we do that.
And in these interviews, I usually ask you for a squad update. By the time this goes out, the departure of Tom Whelan would have been announced. Could you offer a few words on that?
He had a release clause in his contract. Obviously, I've seen all the interactions on social media. But unfortunately, we didn't hold any cards on that matter. The chairman states it, it's a rule book, and they triggered a release clause, and we can't dictate what goes on from there. We're very proactive here. We've already got targets. We had targets prior to Wheelo leaving. We have to be on the ball. I speak heavily about 2 years ago in our recruitment. I feel that this time round we're not going to wait for no one, and we've already started to address individuals that we feel can replace Tom and be better than what we've already got in the building. There's no point just replacing Tom, who was finding himself on the bench. We need to get people in that are going to enhance our 11. So we're being very proactive. He had a good time with us. I've spoken to Wheelo. He's a great lad. He showed in his last spell for us at Carlisle what he can offer up, and is he going to be missed in and around the club? Of course, but unfortunately for us, we didn't have a say on it. It was a release clause that AFC filed have triggered, and we need to make sure that we're proactive in our business now moving forward.
Yeah, and in terms of kicking on, in terms of results in the league, how important can the fans play a part in that tomorrow night?
The ones that travelled, I think it was 45 to Carlisle, was excellent, and I felt the ones that were here against Rochdale really got behind the boys. I had a lot of interactions in terms of people DMing or messaging, or people that I've seen in the shops up the high street stating how proud they were of our reaction of coming back to 3-3. And we're a side that want to be made or make the community proud, and come tomorrow evening we have to go and do exactly what we did against Carlisle in the latter stages of that game, and making sure that we marry up 3 points. But the fans will be colossal in ensuring that's the case. We need them to get right behind us, because we do play for a crowd, and bring everyone you can, come and support the boys and getting us 3 points on Wednesday.
Thank you very much, Luke.